All right. Welcome back to No Filter MMA. I know I'm late on talking about Dakota Ditcheva, but I didn't want to do a post-fight video on it. I wanted to wait till I thought about what I could really talk about when it came to Dakota Ditcheva. So I said, I'm going to wait. I think this is actually my first, dedicated Dakota Ditcheva video. I really do think it is, though. But I'm coming here to say this. What I'm not coming here to do is say that I'm totally bought in on Dakota Ditcheva and that she can beat everybody in the UFC. That is not what I'm here to say. What I am here to say is Dakota Ditcheva proved a lot of people wrong. You know what I'm saying? Including myself. I'm one of those people there are a lot of people that earn some respect for Dakota beating Tyler Santos. And I love the confidence. I love everything that she's doing. You know what I'm saying? I love it. I love the fact that, Tyler being who Tyler is didn't slow her down, didn't intimidate Dakota. None of that stuff. Like, there's no intimidation there. The confidence is there. Like, I love it. But she's not overconfident with it. She's not like Ronda Rousey or somebody like that. You know what I'm saying? Or Kayla Harrison, who just thinks that they can't be beat. And I saw where Dakota Ditcheva decided to stay in PFL. And to me, I think that was a very smart move because I still don't 100% know if she's ready to go into that Shark Tank. That Shark Tank at 125, I'll stand by that till all of those girls are out of the UFC. You know what I'm saying? All the girls that's there right now, until they're gone, I'll stand by the fact that it's a dog tank at 125. It's a Shark Tank, excuse me. How she would fare in the UFC. I think that, first of all, I think it's a good idea for her to do PFL for another year as a young fighter. I think PFL does a good job with that $1 million tournament. It's really good when, for the person who wins it, and Dakota Ditcheva has won the tournament, and she's the flyweight champion. I'm sorry, y'all. My voice is still kind of croaky. It is what it is. It's coming back. It's coming back slowly. But Dakota Ditcheva, to stay in PFL another year and bag another $1 million, I'm down with it. For a young fighter coming to the UFC right now, I don't think it'd be a good idea for Dakota, because there's not going to be an easy road for Ditcheva in the UFC with this much steam behind her, with this much chatter behind Dakota, and Dana White doesn't give these PFL people an easy road when they come to the UFC. Kayla Harrison, her first 2 fights in the UFC have been Holly Holm and Ketlin Vieira. You know what I'm saying? So, they don't really get that much of an easy road. And Dakota Ditcheva, to me, if she came to the UFC, I think right away she's going to be fighting like, Natalia Silva or an Erin Blanchfield or, Amanda Ibas or even like a Viviane Araújo. You know what I'm saying? And, to me, those kind of fights, man, are fights that, where the water gets muddy, because Erin Blanchfield's fault. They both beat Tyler Santos. Erin Blanchfield's fault. Fucking, and she did it the right way. Started with JJ Aldrich and, started down there and worked her way all the way up. Jessica Andrade, Rose Namajunas, she's been fighting. And I'm just using Erin Blanchfield as an example. Erin Blanchfield might get in there and do so. Who knows? Who knows how the actual fight will go? But those are tough tests for Dakota Ditcheva. And Dakota Ditcheva probably trying to come into the UFC with like a 20-0 record or like a 18-0 record or something like that. That would be even more intriguing, to get thrown into the UFC with that kind of a record. What is she like? She's like 14-0 or something right now, 12-0, something like that. But fighting somebody like Natalia or Manon or Erin or, even like a Casey O'Neill, some of these experienced fighters, man, Amanda Ibas, these gritty, experienced fighters, man, that'll dig deep, you know what I'm saying, and dog it out. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's where it gets kind of muddy for me for Dakota Ditcheva. Like, can she hang with those girls? You know what I'm saying? Because, I mean, even though she beat Jenna Bishop, look at the pressure that Jenna Bishop was putting on Dakota Ditcheva. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, things like that is why I say what I say. The type of pressure that she was putting on Dakota, and there were cracks that we could see. Like, there were things that we could see, you know, Jenna Bishop had some control in that fight. You know, she was putting Dakota in some situations in that fight that Dakota had to be aware of, and had to defend. You know, so some of these other girls that are, you know, strong and have better decision making, you know, who are more skilled than Jenna Bishop and better at decision making than Tyler Santos, not as lazy and as passive of a fighter as Tyler Santos. You know what I'm saying? Like, some of these girls that's not going to let Dakota Ditcheva dictate them like that. You know, I want to see. It's going to take seeing that to see really how good Dakota Ditcheva is. You know what I'm saying? I mean, much credit that we give to Tyler Santos does not know how to put her foot on the gas. That is Tyler Santos's biggest problem. She does not know how to put her foot on the gas. She doesn't know how to dig into that dog, find that dog, and let that dog bark. You know, that's my biggest problem with Tyler Santos. She don't let her dog bark. She's got every tool to let the dog bark. The size, the skill set, you know what I'm saying? The power, the submission skills, the grappling skills. She just don't have. It's like Tyler's scared to step on the gas tank when somebody's in there trying to bully her. You know, but Dakota Ditcheva, I like what I see from her. I like her game. I like her confidence. I like how she's not. Well, actually, yeah, she does say things like "I'll beat Alexa Grasso" or things like that. I don't know about that. You know, I don't know about that. You know, because we're talking about, you know, and everybody's jumping on this Dakota Ditcheva train. Hey, I'm not mad at you, but let's be realistic about it. You know what I'm saying? These girls in the UFC, you know, especially these big girls, man, these girls that, you know what I'm saying, are going to come out technically better than Tyler. Like, Tyler was doing so many things wrong. Tyler wasn't throwing a jab. Tyler wasn't, you know, there was no volume there. And I know you guys talk, even as far down as the ladder, you know, in the rankings, as Casey O'Neill. Even if Casey O'Neill was her first fight into the octagon, you know what I'm saying? Casey O'Neill is going to put a jab in Dakota Ditcheva's face. She's going to put pressure on Dakota Ditcheva. Like, things like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what you get when you get to the UFC. Unfortunately, Tyler Santos didn't represent that. You know what I'm saying? I was hoping that Tyler could represent that UFC level, and she just did not. You know, she waited. There was a lot of flat spots in the fight where there was a lot of pictures being taken. You know, it just kind of wasn't. Tyler didn't fight like a UFC fighter. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, Jenna Bishop went in there with more go after than Tyler Santos did. But anyways, y'all let me know what you think. This is your boy BJ back from No Filter MMA. Drop those comments in the comment section. First of all, before I end it, let me say this. I do think she would be competitive in the UFC. I'm not saying all of these girls would beat her. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that she's not going to beat all of those girls. That's what I'm saying. She's not going to beat Erin, Manon, Grasso, Natalia, Casey O'Neill. She's not going to beat all of them. Alexa Grasso, no, she's not going to beat them all. Amanda Ebas, probably, you know, she's not going to beat all of them. She might beat some of them, but she won't beat all of them. You know, but if it keeps going the way it's going, I don't think she'll lose until she gets to the UFC. Unless we get a sturdy flyweight from Bellator and PFL's tournament next year. You know what I'm saying? Unless we get like some of those solid Bellator flyweights, you know, maybe like her matchup with maybe like a Liz Carmouche, or maybe like if Ilima-Lei McFarlane is ready to fight, I think Ilima-Lei will still fight under the Bellator banner. But if Ilima-Lei says, hey, I think my body is well enough where I could go in the tournament and fight every couple months and try to win $1 million and be a Bellator and a PFL champion, you know, that would be good. And then we can talk, You know what I'm saying? Because then then she'll be fighting some of the best flyweights in the world. You know what I'm saying? Like when you start getting to, over in that world, when you start getting to Liz and Alima and stuff like that, then you're fighting some of the best fighters in the world, the best flyweights in the world. Then, unless she faces people like that, I think she won't lose till she gets to the UFC. So, anyways, this is your boy BJ back from No Filter MMA. Drop those comments in the comment section, hit that like, hit that dislike, and if you guys haven't already, hit that subscribe button, and your boy is out.